Hey, what's up, guys? This is DJ Krowbar. Man, it's been a minute. So today we're going straight into the project. This is another sound design project that we did with my class. I like doing these things in front of my class. This one is a KCC Gold Crown advert milk. So we usually take good sounding adverts and then we blow them out of the park. That is the only way standards can go high. It's you take what is good and then you lift that standard. So it's a very good ad. I like it. The students picked this ad because of the animation in it. So there was a lot of work in this particular ad. So without wasting time, I'm going to play you guys the original ad, and then I'm going to talk about three things: the voiceover, the Foley, and the sound design. All right? So let me put my cans on and let's get moving. So let me solo this. Dot one dot. This is the original ad, so check it out.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
I know, darling. Like this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
Why don't you ask the expert? Me! Gold Crown lactose-free milk is 100% natural cow's milk. The only difference is that the lactose in the milk has already been broken down, making it easier to digest. So no more funny feelings in the tummy.
Wow, and it tastes just like regular milk.
Because it is, and you've heard it from the cow's mouth.
What a relief. Thank you, Gold Crown.
If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
Nice, nice. So, voiceover. I'm going to talk about the voiceover. So we did ADR on this particular project. ADR stands for Additional Dialogue Recording. So that means we wrote the script down and re-recorded it and re-performed it based on the performance of the actors. Now, the reason there's something special that we did with this ADR, and we noticed in the original ad, it was very dry. It was, the dialogue was dry. So there's something we added here, the dark pink, dark purple, maroon, whatever color it is. We added a kitchen verb in it. You see, as human beings, we are used to listen to things in context. Like in this room I am in, you can hear I'm in a room and you can hear the room that I am in, the way my voice is just bouncing around. So if you listen to if I play a take here, let me just play my solo take. Let me mute this. If I play my solo voice here,
I know, darling. Lakini this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
You can hear there's some reverb in it. Let me take the reverb out completely.
I know, darling. Lakini this...
Sorry. I wanted to zoom in.
I know, darling. Lakini this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
So if I add some space in it, utaisikia?
I know, darling. Lakini this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
So it sounds as if I'm in a room now.
I know, darling. Lakini this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
So the importance of that is you don't want the viewer to be distracted by the lack of space. Because every time we are listening to something, we are listening to it in a space. Whether in a room, in a car, in an open area, but there is a context of space that we are used to, that the brain is used to. So when you get rid of the space, it is a distraction. Inaweza distract msesha kwa nini kitu ina sound hivi? Hajui ni nini, but ni the lack of space. So adding space is what brings it. So if you listen to the conversation between the two ladies who did the voices on when we redid this project, Anthony and Faith, huge shout out. These are my students.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
So that's a lot of room. So if I reduce the room.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
Now you can hear it sounds much more natural.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
Yeah. If it's completely out, it sounds like this.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
But we just add a little bit.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
Yes.
I know, darling. Lakini this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
And checking. So that is one thing. For the lady who did the cow, she killed it. Her name is Faith. Let me just play you a couple of her lines here.
That the lactose in the milk has already been broken down, making it easier to digest. So no more funny feelings in the tummy.
So you can hear, the cow sounds like she's in a space. And that is good for believability. You see, we want the audience to believe what they are seeing. If you do something that throws them off, hawatashika hiyo kitu vipoa. Yeah.
Been broken down, making it easier to digest. So no more funny feelings in the tummy.
Wow, and it tastes just like regular milk.
Because it is. And you heard it from the cow's mouth.
What a relief. Thank you, Gold Crown.
If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
With a kiss right there at the end. So that is the voiceover part. The other thing I wanted to highlight was the movement of the cow. Now, the cow moves a lot. And so that because the cow is talking a lot, we needed sound to make you concentrate on the cow. So that you listen to the cow and you connect with the cow. Now, for us to get a connection with the cow, we highlighted movements that the cow was making. Now, in this particular case, it's the footsteps. We use the footsteps. Now, the cow has a bell on the neck. We chose not to highlight the bell because it was the high frequencies were distracting. Okay, so we chose to concentrate. We chose one thing, and we chose the hooves so that every time the cow moves, you look at the cow and you want to hear what the cow is saying. So if you look at this picture. Yeah. So you want that kind of movement. You want envy, and you want when the cow moves, you want to see where is it moving. So the cow is moving as it's telling me something. And then these lines that you see down here, this is the panning. The panning is, like for example, anytime the cow is off axis, let me use like here. Like here. So these footsteps you'll hear, these three, the cow will be right smack at the center of the frame. And then the last one, it will be off axis of the frame. So just listen and then you'll hear what I'm trying to explain. You notice? It went like this because on the frame, it's not positioned on the third rule of law, Apple, around there. So that was very key for us too, because we want people to engage with the cow, because the cow is communicating what we want people to hear. So that is one. So anything that is green is foley. Foley means any naturally occurring sound. So we'll highlighted it. And just for the fun of it, the footsteps of the cow is the mouse. So tulifanya. So that's how we got the steps for the cow. The reason we chose the footsteps for the mouse is because it's a tiny cow. And so hooves of a tiny thing should sound thinner and not thicker like an actual cow. So that's why we chose, it just made a lot of sense. It sounded really nice. And then finally, I want to talk about the sound design at the end here. So in fact, let me just, since I've grouped them, I'll just solo them all at once. It's a good feature. It's a shortcut thing on Pro Tools. Let me just play you the graphics. One. And the wink at last. So this is important because we want you to see what they want you to tell. There's information there that we want you to read. So that information, because I want you to read it, I highlight it with acoustic sounds. So, and then you can now listen to the cow with that wink. So these were not highlighted in the original ad. And so at this particular point, I'm gonna play you guys the full ad. I'm gonna play you guys the full ad, .1. This is our mix, so check it out.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
I know, darling. Lakini this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
Why don't you ask the experts? Me! Gold Crown lactose-free milk is 100% natural cow's milk. The only difference is that the lactose in the milk has already been broken down, making it easier to digest. So no more funny feelings in the tummy.
Wow! And it tastes just like regular milk.
Because it is, and you heard it from the cow's mouth.
What a relief. Thank you, Gold Crown.
If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
Nice, I like it. So this project is dedicated to my students. Man, I love teaching these things, man. I would love to hear the standards of just audio on picture go to 18th levels in this region. So keep well, man. Have a great time. Tag your friends who are in the production business. As always, my business might be in your timeline. God bless and thanks.